national. I'm appearing sui juris. You is not my attorney. That's not working for me. We got a whole issue. All my constitutional rights have been violated. I want it on the record. I was arrested by a lie. I want it on the record.
Okay, first of all, I'm going to stop this. I directed this defendant to be in this courthouse in person.
I got a bad back, sir.
And he is not here in person.
Sir, I
am not going to sit here and listen to him ramble on and on about everything.
Oh, really?
I don't mind hearing from people, but I tell you, if you're going to say it all, you're going to say it to my face. Bench warrant will issue for defendant's failure to appear. No bond.
I am here.
We'll get him here.
I got a
Thank you. You can mute him. Thank you, Mr. Kilowald.
Okay, Judge. Thank you. Judge, if I may say, he does have some medical issues. That being said, all I wanted to do was set it for exam.
Well, when he gets here and graces our doorstep, I'll be more than happy to set it.
All right, I'll bring my constitutional book. Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Kilowald. Court does call the case. People versus Gary Coward.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Hey, Simpson, I'm coming to see you, bro. You violated my constitutional rights. I am coming to see you, bro.
Hey, I hope you are not making a threat against me, because that's going to cause you a whole bunch of other problems. Get that number. Yeah, I bet you it did log out. Get that number. It will have the full number. We'll go find him. Get the detective bureau on that, please. All right, let's go. You don't want to come up here now, do you? I know. He's just standing there like, man, I just call my name. I'm just up here.
Do you want me to contact the detective bureau for you?
Pardon?
Do you want me to reach out to the DB?
I think he is.
Okay. Got it.
Your name, sir?
Gary Coward.
And who's representing Mr. Coward? Mr. Burgess?
I am. Sorry, Your Honor. Good morning. Good afternoon. May it please the Honorable Court, David Burgess on behalf of Gary Coward. I'm appearing via Zoom, Judge, because it seems a little scary in your courtroom today. So.
Wow. I'm calm.
My client is present, Your Honor. He's raising no constitutional issues, and he is a citizen of the United States.
Your Honor?
Yes.
Trevor Maysville.
Stephanie Cannon on behalf of Mr. Wilson. Mr. Wilson, could you please state your name for the record?
Ralph Wilson.
What will we do?
Your Honor, we are asking for a brief adjournment in this matter for see if we can get any negotiations going. In addition to that, because of how his phones accepts incoming calls, we were not able to act yesterday. So the first time I've had the opportunity to speak with him is, or not yesterday, Tuesday. The first time I've had the opportunity to speak with him is today.
All right. Before I give you your date, there's a violation report. Have you seen it?
No, Your Honor. May I approach?
It's a scram tamper.
May I approach?
Oh, I don't know.
So, Your Honor, in speaking with my client, he has indicated he is not drinking. He has not been drinking. The only thing he can think is happening is that his job and what do you do for a living?
Custodian. I'm on diabetic. I mean, I'm on disability, but I work for First United Methodist Church downtown Ipsy behind the transit. And I work with a whole lot of chemical. I mean, I wash my hand, but I do use hand sanitizer. So when I got the ankle bracelet on November the 10th, the lady put it on, but she put it on this one on my right leg too tight. So when I got out the next day, I went over there and they took it off my right leg and put it on here, but it's on my bone. And so the only thing I did, no one tell me anything. So I just took a piece of tissue and tried to put down there, keep it off my bone.
And so he did go in, Your Honor. He had it adjusted because of this comfort he was having. So they have subsequently loosened it for him. They did
go into what day?
So
it had to be I went on the 10th, so probably the 14th or the 16th. And that's when I asked the the officer
At
over
what
there.
time did you do that?
I went over there, that's when I paid, I think I paid like 20 something. Yeah, $20. That's when one officer, he took it off my right foot and put it on my left. And I told him, I explained to him, I told him, I said, yeah, it was on my bone. And I took some tissue and put down there trying to, because it was swollen. He took it off and he put some of that thing on there, charged it back up. And then prior to that,
Does he want a hearing on this? Because I'm not believing anything he's telling me.
Want a hearing on the fact that you. Yes, Your Honor, my client would be asking for a hearing. Yeah, he's saying he's not used alcohol. The only thing he has done is use some things that he has to use for his job, which he can bring in to show the court. So yes, he's asking for a hearing.
What kinds of chemicals is he talking about?
I mean, I use soap, pine soap, stuff to clean the toilet with. I mean, but I haven't drunk nothing. I even told the man over there that I sign my own self up at the church every Thursday at 7 o'clock to go to AA. So I haven't drunk nothing.
It doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah.
Your Honor, can he take an ETG test?
Well, at some point you might be able to, but right now, I'm a bit concerned with what he's telling me, that there's somehow or another a chemical that's doing that. And if that's the case, we would have readings all over the place because it would work more than just one day, right?
And Your Honor, I don't have what the readings are. I know that what this report is saying is that on November 16th and on November 14th, were those days?
Yeah.
Okay, so he can tell you that he was at work on those days. None of these other days has he tested positive for anything on because he's not doing anything.
And those are two days that
But they're a tamper.
So he's going to acknowledge he put something in between that and his skin because of the
and I
discomfort.
told them that
He did admit that.
yeah.
He just was doing it to put a cushion though, because it was digging into his skin. And again, they have subsequent, and there was a bruise, which is why they moved it from the one leg to the other leg. And so it has been adjusted. So he's not in quite the discomfort that he was in.
Why was he talking about an alcohol reading?
I'm sorry, why was he telling you?
Why was he telling them about an alcohol reading?
No, he did not. Apparently they told him that there was alcohol detected, and he said the only thing he can think of, it's the chemicals that he's working with because he's not been drinking.
And I bathed with native soap. I mean, the lady that put it on, she told me, go on Amazon and get, order something with no soap.
No alcohol.
And no alcohol. And the native, it don't have alcohol in it. And that's all I use. Besides the toothpaste that I run on the 10th of November out home. That's what I use to brush my teeth with. Now that got alcohol in it. I got that at home. That's what I use. And like I said,
well, when I'm looking closely, I don't see an alcohol reading.
And I was going to say, Your Honor, I can't see any of.
Which is why I'm trying to figure out why were they discussing and why was he stating that the alcohol reading came from chemicals?
He is telling them that because he's saying, I didn't drink. The only thing I can think is because of the job that I do. So when they asked him about it, he's like, I haven't been drinking. Only thing I can possibly think is because of the chemicals I'm around at my job.
Your Honor, I agree that there's no alcohol reading, but the violation describes that on both of the separate tamper events that alcohol was detected.
Correct.
Which would
during the tamper.
Which would work.
If you look at the bottom first page, the last bullet point
First page.
doesn't give a reading, but it indicates that alcohol detected during the tamper.
That's normally they distinguish between a consumption event and detection of alcohol correctly. We can't tell just based off of this, but when you combine the detection of alcohol with the verified tampers,
yeah,
And again, Your Honor, it would make sense then, because if he does have something on his hand, but he's trying to adjust the ankle thing, it would detect because of whatever's on his hand.
Now, my wife dropped me off. Now, I did get me a Wendy's burger, and I did use the hand sanitizer in the car to wipe out my hand. So, I mean, no.
So on two separate occasions, this happens? Really?
No, when I went to pay.
It's not, come on, you're okay.
No,
Okay. Your Honor, my client, he is working on his drinking issue.
Yes.
He is saying that during this time frame, the only time he has ever adjusted this was because of the pain. Subsequently, he's gone and gotten that fixed. It's my understanding that there's been nothing since he's gotten it fixed, because it's been addressed. And the only thing he can think of is that whatever chemical he has is on his hand when he was adjusting and trying to get some comfort or some relief from the issue is what was detected.
I explained to them, I used a tissue and I put some, it was bruised over here, and I put some Vaseline on there. I mean, if they got alcohol in, I mean, I don't know, but I haven't had a drink. I sign myself up at my job every Thursday night from 7 to 9 AA. No. And the guy over there, the last one on the 16th, he told me I can use any kind of soap. So he's telling me this, then the other one tell me no. So then the other lady tell me something else.
What did I tell you?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Anything else?
No, Your Honor, just.
I'll give him a hearing on the second half of the violation. He admits to tampering, but as to the alcohol detection on it, I'll set that for November 25th, 2025 at 3 p.m. I'll adjourn his probable cause hearing to that date. That's 5 days out from now. But at this time, defendant's bond is revoked. Defendant's remain.
The court begins with People v. Dwight Miller, and immediately the moment turns chaotic. When the judge asks Miller to state his name, he launches into a full sovereign citizen rant, calling himself an American state national, refusing legal representation, and claiming all of his constitutional rights were violated, but the judge has had enough. She had already ordered Miller to appear in person, and instead he shows up on Zoom, rambling nonstop. The judge cuts him off instantly, says she is not going to listen to his monologue, and issues a bench warrant for a failure to appear. The clerk mutes him, and the hearing moves on. Just as things calm down, a much scarier moment hits the courtroom. The case of People v. Gary Coward is called, and a man suddenly appears on Zoom shouting, "Hey Simpson, I'm coming to see you. You violated my rights." The judge freezes. She immediately warns him that if he's making a threat, he is creating a whole new set of problems. Within seconds, the connection drops, and the judge orders detectives to track him down and run his number. The courtroom is visibly shaken. After that chaos, the real Gary Coward appears with his attorney, who jokes that he's appearing via Zoom because the courtroom seems a little scary today. Everyone laughs nervously, and the hearing continues. Now the court shifts into a complicated scram. Alcohol monitoring violation involving Coward. His device registered tampering twice, and both times it detected alcohol during the tamper. Coward insists he wasn't drinking at all. He claims the only thing that could have triggered the reading were the cleaning chemicals he uses at work, along with soap, pine cleaner, and maybe hand sanitizer. He also says the device was hurting his leg, so he slid tissue and Vaseline under the band to stop the bruising. The judge is not buying it. She points out that none of this explains why alcohol readings appear only when the device is tampered with. The attorneys debate the FCRAM report, trying to understand the timestamps, tamper alerts, and chemical exposure claims. Coward admits he moved the bracelet from one leg to another, but only because the officer told him to. He insists over and over that he hasn't been drinking and is even attending a meetings weekly. After hearing everything, the judge rules, coward admits to tampering. The alcohol detection portion will go to a hearing. A formal evidentiary hearing is scheduled. His bond is continued, not revoked. Court adjourns, ending one of the strangest back-to-back hearings, with sovereign citizen chaos, threats to the judge, and a confusing alcohol monitoring battle all in just a few minutes. Asterisk, the judge scheduled the next hearing for November 25, 2025, to review the defendant's tampering and alleged alcohol detection case. Bond conditions remain in place and the case will proceed to the next steps. If you love real courtroom drama and shocking cases, subscribe to our channel now and don't miss the next viral showdown.